Hey, do you remember Hitman? No, not that one. This one.
Oh, you stink!
The game that nobody talks about for some reason. People don't talk about this game because it was different. Sounds familiar, but I guarantee you it's not the same thing. I guarantee you. But yeah, enough with the jokes. My main objective here in this video today is to review the Hitman Absolution game and pretty much just give it a rating. This is not biased, by the way. Okay, so what happens in the beginning of the game is that Agent 47 gets sent to kill Diana Burnwood. His mentor, you could say. Don't get on my ass. I haven't played Hitman in so long. But he pretty much gets sent to kill her because she betrays the agency and she's too much of a liability to keep alive. That's the word. But oh yeah, after he ends up killing her, he ends up taking the girl. I forgot her name. It's relevant, but not really. They just pretty much call her the girl for half the game. But he ends up taking her because she was supposed to be the next Agent 47. They did experiments on her too, and it was Diana's dying wish for him to take care of her since he pretty much just killed her. Yeah, but long story short, he ends up betraying the agency too, and when he takes care of the girl because he doesn't drop her off at the drop point, and this puts Agent 47 on the run. Newsflash, I just remembered the girl's name is Victoria. And 47 ends up dropping off Victoria at a chapel or a church so he can go ahead and kill some guy in Chinatown. And then he goes to meet up with Birdie. Now, Birdie is a very confusing subject to me because oh my god, I'm dying. But back to what I was saying. Birdie is a confusing subject to me because for some reason he ends up turning on 47. I don't know why. I'm spoiling that early. I don't understand why. It is hinted that he used to be an agent for the agency. But I just don't know why he betrayed 47 in the first place. But his next mission for 47 ends up sending him to Terminus, where he has to meet up. Where I don't fucking know, but he meets Dexter and the big wrestler. He looks like Danny Trejo. And for the dumbest reason that I don't even know, this has to be the dumbest fucking shit that 47 does. He goes up to this big ass wrestler. This guy has to be like 8 feet tall, like 400 pounds. He goes up behind him and tries to strangle him. The 47's IQ literally got converted to a fucking potato, and he gets thrown through the wall. And Dex is like, "Holy shit, we caught the hitman!" And then he frames Hitman, and then he frames 47 for murder. And this sends 47 on the run from the police and the agency at this point. So his job gets very difficult. But hey, besides 47's becoming a dumbass for a scene, we did get this funny scene out of Dexter.
Yee-haw! I'll tell you, I don't ordinarily yee-haw, but this is a fucking yee-haw! Fucking Christmas!
After this, 47 invades the police and fucking footage that I did not get, so I'm fucking pissed off. But he ends up going to the Vixen Club and he kills this guy, this fat guy. I don't really know the reason why. I couldn't really get into the story even though I was watching the cutscenes. That I don't know. But after he kills the guy in the Vixen Club, he finds out that Wade, yeah, that's a new villain. He finds out that Wade sent some of his associates to kill Birdie. So he goes back to Chinatown to kill them so Birdie doesn't die because that's his informant. Yeah, after 47 erases them, he pretty much finds out that his efforts were in vain because Birdie ended up getting kidnapped anyway by Dexter. And this sends him to, I believe, Rosewood. I think his main reason over here is because, like, Victoria kept getting sick. But it was because she didn't have that little pendant on. I don't know how the pendant works. But yeah, I think that's his main reason for going over there. But for some reason, they end up the church ends up getting compromised, and it becomes a massacre at the church. And yeah, I'm not really gonna get much into that because I don't want to get demonetized. And yeah, but there was one part of this mission that still haunts me from my childhood that I had to look it up. And I'm so embarrassed now because I'm probably the most blind person on the internet. Just look at the footage.
What's that noise?
There's no way I can get out of here. There's no way! And I can't shoot back. Oh my god. Yeah. My dumbass didn't know where the curtains were, so I had to look it up. I'm so fucking dumb. But yeah, after that, this mission is pretty much just a grab mission. Like, you just pretty much have to grab like 3 fuses and then pretty much restore power to the elevator so you can get Victoria to the basement. And yeah, after you do that, this leads to a confrontation with Wade. And this guy probably has some of the funniest dialogue in the entire game. Like, I'm not even joking.
Papa's little boy. You've been waving that little thing around all day, haven't you?
Shut up, bitch!
Oh!
Or I'll put a cap in your ass!
Look out, everybody. We better make room for Limp Lenny. Come on. I got wood, man. Why do I have wood?
After you kill Wade, you get sent to Hope, South Dakota. But I'm gonna gloss over that part. And you're pretty much after Lenny at this point. And this mission, the Streets of Hope, it gave me such a fucking hard time that I guarantee you I know how to speed run this fucking mission. And I'm not even a speed runner. Like, bro, this mission was putting me through the fucking ringer because I would kill one person and then I get spotted by some bullshit. And also, I did not know in Hitman Absolution if they found the body, like it wouldn't take away from your silent assassin. I thought that would get rid of your silent assassin, to be honest. Yeah, back to how fast I did this mission. I just did the math on when I started the mission and when I finished it, and I beat the mission in 5 minutes and 33 seconds. I was literally on this mission for about probably a day because it just pissed me off. I wanted to get silent assassin so bad. Now, when it came to retrieving Lenny, I just did not try to do silent assassin at all. I just shot through everybody. I don't have the footage for that. Also, because I have to clip down my videos because for some fucking reason, when I clip a 60-minute video and I try to put it on my thumb drive, my thumb drive says that it can't take a video clip over like 4 gigabytes. And all of my hour-long gameplay clips are like 8 gigs, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I had to trim down a ass of gameplay. That's why I'm missing some parts in this video. But yeah, it's not too much. I pretty much shot through this part and I killed Lenny. Next is Dexter's Industries. Not even gonna lie, once I put the chipmunk outfit on, I just went on a full-on massacre. And then I proceeded to quickscope an atomic bomb, and it gave me a game over screen. And then I was like, wow, I can't believe that still works. I also got the, I think that's Kane from Kane and Lynch. If that's not Kane, don't get on my ass. But I'm not even gonna lie, I feel like part 2 of Hitman Absolution is where most of the hate comes from. Because like in part 2, it's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, but like you're not really doing much. It's just go from point A to point B, and it's like you're not really taking out anybody. I mean, you're taking out people on the way because, you know, it's a Hitman game. But, like, if you look at it for what it is, it's just go here, then go here. And now that you're here, I need you to go here. It's just a constant drive, and it's a very dragged out part 2 of the game, in my opinion. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention in this part that Agent 47 gets his revenge on Sanchez. And I'm not even going to lie, this fucker beat the absolute shit out of Sanchez. I just know Sanchez was thinking this during the fight. I'm looking at this fight and I'm like, how did this not happen in the apartment with Dexter? I know Dexter probably would have shot 47, but like, dog, 47 is getting on him with no weapons, no nothing. Not to mention that he is at least about 4 to 5 times the size of 47 and he's getting his ass whooped. That is fucking ridiculous. I want to know what kind of training 47 had for this, because that is batshit crazy. And then he proceeds to snap his neck in the ring. But like, to be honest, the two like missions that I like from part 2 that are highlighted in this video, that are going to be highlighted, is Fight Night and I think it's Death of the Saints, because I really like that mission. I don't know why I really like those two missions. They're just, I don't know, they just stand out to me. Now on to my favorite mission in Hitman Absolution. I think it's Death of the Saints. My favorite mission used to be Blackwater, but I went back through Blackwater and I was like, this mission is pretty simple. But like, it's something about Death of the Saints. Like, you go through the apartment, that 47, or the little motel or the hotel, and then you go through the cornfields. And it's just, I don't know, the mission just feels like it's so much when it's not that much at all. I don't know how to describe it, but this mission right here, I just absolutely love this mission in particular. And also, this is not one of the reasons that I like the mission, but this is just something that used to happen. Bro. I don't know why, but when I was younger, all of them made my my little Johnny do wild things. I know this is gonna sound odd, but to be honest, the only villains that I felt like Agent 47 was in danger with was actually the nuns. For some odd reason, the nuns made me actually feel like I was in danger, because like, they had the agency on their side, and although the game kind of set them up to be pushovers, I felt like there was something more that was supposed to be with the Saints. Maybe I'm reading too much into this, but I don't know. I just feel like the Saints were meant to be in the game a lot longer. Like, for some odd reason, this is gonna feel weird, but I feel like they were supposed to be in Skirky's Law. Like the leader, or like another one of the members, or like at least like half of them. Cause like, I don't know, it's just kind of like the way that the game set them up. It was like, yeah, you better actually be terrified of these girls. But like, I know that the game will try to set that up with like a bunch of other people, but like, I genuinely never felt that way. I was just like, it's just, you know, another person. But with the nuns, oh, that shit was different. But that still did not stop me from slaughtering them in the most funny or entertaining ways that I could possible. Oh my god. Turn around. Turn around. You're not gonna turn around and face me. Right here. And yeah, on to Skirky's Law after this, I think. But when you have funny shit like this happening in the game, you pretty much don't really need to worry about the story in Absolution, because it's not that good.
And you describe it.
Bro, no joke. I'm going through my video to try and find the Skirky's Law bit, and I found out that I didn't actually lose any footage. I thought I didn't have it. It was all at the end of the video. I thought that the video would have been in like the right order, because that's how I put it. But for some fucking reason, I had the terminus section behind Skirky's. No, I had the terminus section behind Blackwater, Skirky's Law behind the terminus section, and I had the part where 47 gets his gun back in between all of that. I don't understand how. You know what? I apologize. And yeah, we can't go back now, because I already said I lost the footage. So yeah, let's just keep it moving. One thing I don't get about Absolution is that they will make 47 look like a complete dumbass just to get him in a vulnerable position. Like when he walks in there and he gets electrocuted by the water on the floor. Any person with common knowledge and they know they're coming in to rescue somebody, you'd think that there's probably a flood probably happened. But like, dog, if I see water, I'm probably not gonna go that way, even if that's my only way, because bro, that's gonna make too much noise, and I'm not even an assassin. Like, bro, doesn't he have like you know what? Not gonna say anything. It gets the game moving. Not really like too much hating on the game when I say this. But like, they made 47 actually look like a fucking one-man army in this game. Like, when you play through this game and the shit that he does, and if you take like the loud route, then yeah, your 47 is literally what they probably depicted you to play as in the game. Like, yeah, it has the Hitman required, like the Hitman, damn, I forgot the Hitman, yeah, I don't know, but it's like they centered this game like a action melodrama for some reason. And like I just started playing Blood Money, and I can understand and see where the hate is coming from, because in Blood Money, I'm not even gonna lie, Blood Money is fun as hell, but like when you come to Absolution, it's very linear, and it's like, I don't know, it's not like a bad game, but like I can see why fans of Hitman would say, I don't really like this game too much. And I truly think the main reason behind that is that they made 47 too unstoppable. And I know that's going to sound weird, but let me explain. They made him a little too unstoppable because in Blood Money, he is proven to be very human. He can be taken down. But in this game, that shit is borderline. Like, it's ridiculous. The only way that this guy gets taken down is because the plot needs him to be taken down. Well, like in the older Hitman games, he can actually be taken down in like he's human in the other games. If you understand what I'm saying. In this game, nah, Agent 47 is fucking ridiculous. Hopped in the ring with a 400-pound man and whooped his ass without taking any damage. Just took on a town full of people and made it out alive with no scratches. Like, come on, man. Now we've literally reached in-game, which I think part 3 only has about 2 missions, which is Blackwater and the epilogue. Blackwater is it's a decent mission. Personally, I enjoyed it a lot more when I was a kid, but I didn't really enjoy it too much this time. The only exciting thing about it in this mission for me is that I got to dress up as a samurai and take up my sword Uemasa and start cutting people down in the most enjoyable way possible. But I feel like, personally, Hitman Absolution should have been a shorter game. Because if I'm being honest with you, the middle part of the game literally exhausts you from the third part. Like, I don't know, like the middle section of the game is like walking through thick mud. I don't know. The ending, like the third part of the game is not as exciting as like the beginning of the first and the second parts of the game. Like, that's the first and the second parts of the game, in my opinion, is where the game kind of like peaks out. And after that, there's no more high points in the story. One thing I can say I did like about Blackwater, which I forgot about, is that you have to do the roof section stealthily. If you don't do it stealthily, then Blake Dexter is going to blow up the roof, and that results in a instant game over. Like, I tried to go up there guns blazing, and he blew up the roof, and I was like, what the hell? And yeah, that was a pretty nice touch for me for some reason. Like a mandatory stealth part. I felt like it was a good choice to add into the game at this point. But yeah, the final part, not that good. Blake Dexter gets fucking one-shotted by a sledgehammer. So, you know, that's pretty cool. And now you're finally on to Absolution, which is the epilogue. In my opinion, I feel like this is kind of unnecessary. I mean, it's necessary because, like, the game wants you to know that Diana is still alive, because 47 apparently didn't shoot her in the heart, or her organs are flipped. She has that weird mutation where all of your organs are on the left side. But yeah, it's I don't know, man. I just was burned out when it came to the last part, like the last parts of this game. You end up going to the Burnwood family cemetery because Travis still thinks that Diana Burnwood is still alive. You end up killing Jade, and then you end up killing the top 3 agency. Are they assassins or mercenaries? I don't really know what they are, but you end up taking them out, and then you blow up these big doors that lead to Travis. He gets caught in the explosion. He asks 47, is Diana still alive? And 47 just shoots him in the face. And that's the end of the game. And you find out that Diana is still alive, and she's still looking over Victoria. The end. So if I were to rate Hitman 47 or give it a score out of 10, I'd probably give it a 6. It's still a Hitman game, but like I don't really like they made 47 a little too unstoppable. Like I'm kind of new to the I'm not really new to the Hitman franchise, but like it's like I'm coming back to it and I'm trying to play it and get a feel for it again. But like the only unstoppable thing that I've seen 47 do is kill Dr. Ortmeyer and all of the people in that building in Blood Money. But that was on a cutscene, and like, to be honest, I don't know. Me personally, I don't want to have that much control over a killing machine. If he's a killing machine, let me experience it in the gameplay like how in Blood Money is. Like, if you want to be a killing machine, you can literally be the most notorious person. Like, in that game, if you were too much of a killing machine and you went around shooting everybody, like, the game would literally, if you went into a map with no disguise, you were instantly already getting shot at because people knew your face from the newspaper and things like that. Like, that game was pretty advanced, but when it came to this game, it was like, I feel like they took too much away, and they tried to put in things that the fans probably wouldn't like. But like, to be honest, I don't mind Instinct. It's a nice touch to me. But coming from Blood Money, like, in Blood Money you are an actual breeded assassin. Like, in that game, I don't know, I actually feel like I'm a killer. In this game, I just feel like, oh, the game's kind of holding my hand. I mean, maybe that's just my preference in games. But yeah, final score for Hitman Absolution would have to be a solid 6 out of 10. And yes, if you are wondering, the next video of the game that I'm gonna be reviewing next is gonna be Blood Money. Right now, I think I'm 1 mission past A New Life, so that video should be out next weekend. And yeah, guys, it's been Kid Stain, and later.